The design page on fence.farm is where you can choose the types of fences that you want and start to compare fence costs. On the left, you have a list of the fences that you've mapped. Above that is a summary showing the length, total cost and cost per metre of the fence selected. There is also a summary of the materials for that fence. This shows a quantity and description of the wire, posts and droppers needed to build your fence, and a unit cost and total cost for each component. Prices in fence.farm are indicative only. Price will vary greatly with location and supplier, so we encourage you to do some homework and add your own prices where you can. You do this by clicking on the user price box and typing in your own price, then clicking elsewhere on the page, and you can see that fence.farm is now using your price in the calculations. You can also enter 0 if you already have that component of the fence. Below the summary we have the fence design tool, which shows exactly what your fence will look like and makes designing your fence a breeze. Your fence can have two different types of posts, referred to as main posts and sub posts, as well as droppers. The fence design tool shows you a section of your fence from one main post to the next. These should not be confused with drainer assemblies, which aren't shown. You can click on any component of this fence and change it. You can change your main post type and spacing, with the spacing shown at the top of the fence. You can change the type and number of sub-posts between main posts. And fence.farm will display the distance between sub-posts. You can also remove sub-posts, and you can get them back again by clicking on a wire or a main post. You can also change dropper type and the number of droppers between posts. And the distance between droppers is shown here. Like sub-posts, you can remove droppers and get them back by clicking on a wire or a main post. By clicking on any of the wires, you can change the wire type, remove a wire, or add a wire below or above the wire you've clicked on. Each change that you make to the design tool is reflected in the material and cost summary. You can also change the depth of sub-posts and main posts and the height of the fence. If posts are too short for the height of the fence, a warning will appear. You can save your fence at any time. You can also save a fence style, then apply it to another fence. To do this, first finish designing the fence you're working on, then click the Save Style As button. Enter a fence name, then hit Save Style. Now change fence and go to the Select Style button. Here we can see a list of the current fence style, your save fence style and some default fence styles, and we can click through these and see how the fence costs change. And this is where the power of fence.farm really lies, in comparing how fence costs change with different fencing options. So we can see here this fence costs $2.28 per metre compared to $2.50 per metre. And once you're happy with your fence design, you can hit the Continue button to go onto the report page and get a final summary of all your fences. If at any stage you need to go back and further design your fences, hit the back button.